Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Welcome to yet another episode of the Nerdgasm podcast.
And I've made a comment on TikTok. We are sober, but I'm telling you, man.
So you can find me on Mr Geek Media, hashtag Reach Out to Chala campaign.
Jack. Every time Jack had to find someone from Africa, he's so flamed.
Okay, I'm tebellokhala. Welcome to Nerdgasm.
All right, so
Deadpool?
well,
Is it Deadpool? Let's do Deadpool and then X-Men last.
all right, cool. Can everybody see the screen?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Loading.
Not yet. It's loading. Yes.
There it is.
Okay. All right, Deadpool trailer. Here we go.
Algorithms, Baba.
Oh, look, this one probably fits this channel more than the thing that we just watched.
Not gonna say anything, but I'll just say ouch.
Happy birthday to you.
You got her?
Okay,
He's
it's been
wearing
a
a wig.
challenging few years,
There you
for
go.
sure. But I'm happy. That is because of each and every one of you. I'm the luckiest man alive.
Make a wish, buddy.
Yeah.
The TV.
Wait, Wilson.
Who's asking? Whoa. Is that supposed to be scary? Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Wow.
Mr. Wilson, you appear to have soiled yourself while unconscious.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
Walk with me. Wait. You are special. This is your chance to be a hero among heroes.
I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever.
You
I'm the
mother.
Messiah.
You bitch.
I am Marvel Jesus. God, please! Oh my fuck! God, I love this part. Wait! Don't just stand there, you ape. Give me a hand up. Nope, I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
Let's go, Bob.
This film is not rated. I believe it is.
Well,
No, it is.
he literally broke the fourth wall about pegging.
Yep.
They didn't nerf him.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed about the MCU lately? I think Kevin Feige is slightly gearing towards like dark territory now. Because even the latest Daredevil that's coming out, I mean, even Echo, the trailer apparently was slightly dark. So Daredevil Born Again is gonna be dark as well. So it seems
Daredevil
like,
Bender.
yeah, but remember it was on Netflix. You remember it was on Netflix. It was not canon at a point.
Just a thing, right? Just a thing. Mr. Marvel Jesus, right? Since you're rebooting the universe, can you just reboot the universe and take us back to when T'Challa was alive? Thank you. Be very nice. Thank you.
Isn't he the one that says we're not recasting T'Challa?
No. I'm
He-
talking about Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool.
Deadpool,
Oh.
reset the universe.
He just called himself Marvel Jesus, remember? So that's why I
They
said
are And I just like the fact that this movie knows just how, even though how unserious it is, it's also knowing just how desperate it is because it's literally calling out the reason why this movie needs to be a success. Because the
Yeah.
MCU is like a
And look, I mean,
Why did they kill? Okay, that's another discussion.
he
Anyway,
even
sorry.
made the same line that
It was an emotional decision. It wasn't a rational. It was an emotional decision, and at the time the emotions were heavy and whatever. However, it wasn't the right decision. There's a lot of T'Challas out there who could do the job.
yeah.
However,
Why aren't South African actors campaigning, bro? Like the avenue is right there. Go make
They're
yourself
broke.
$1 billion.
I feel like
Twitter.
John should have said something though.
Get on Twitter. Get on Twitter, my guy. Just be like, yo,
Twitter
I want to be
stream, yeah.
T'Challa.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, that's another discussion for
Ooh,
another
and
day.
I know
Let's
which
get back to
actor could.
Deadpool.
And I know
I
which
just
actor
wanted to
could
say
kill the
that
role of T'Challa.
I don't know if it was deliberate.
ooh,
It seems like
And
um
now that I mentioned him, the name just goes flying out of my head.
it seems
Okay, that's
Okay,
another video for another day. I think we should do a KC Media top 10 South African actors who could be T'Challa video. I just think that would be dope. But anyway, getting back to Deadpool.
We'll throw that in the suggestion bin, okay? And then we'll take it up with Peggy from
oh,
admin.
guys.
She'll take care from that.
What's the actor's name again? Uh,
Okay, we're doing the video now. Back to Deadpool. Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm talking about Deadpool. What's his name again?
Oh, Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds,
Oh,
Hugh
thanks.
Jackman.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. It seems like he did the same line that The Rock did when he thought he was gonna reboot the DC universe, because he was like, the Marvel universe is about to change.
So I think the thing is though is that unlike The Rock, he did it in the movie. Like Deadpool 1 has always been a meta character, and 2, it's like said within the movie. The Rock was saying this before Black Adam even dropped, and people were like, "Yeah, get out of here with this. The structure is gonna change.
Yeah.
Know your role and shut your mouth." Okay.
Yeah,
Let me tell you
I
something
wish
better.
somebody could have told him that sooner. Like, The Rock, humble yourself.
You know what I like about Ryan Reynolds is that he actually makes sure to make the costumes comic book accurate as much as possible. I mean,
No,
that's
not
the best.
even that.
I still
I
say
just
that
think
we got the best Colossus in Deadpool movies ever.
Yeah,
True.
I'm saying not only that, he does something that Marvel seems to forget, which is just reference the source material.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
the reason why Deadpool has the comic book accurate costume is because what? Source material. The reason why he's hopping through universes because what? Source material. The reason why they even did like the first, even the like the first movie and the second movie, even though the second movie was a little bit of a step down, whatever. Still, the fact is the source material was present. Like the source material was guiding the movie. It wasn't one to one because everybody loves to say that. Oh, you guys just want them to recreate panels. No, I just want them to look at the comic books and be like, let's take this element from the comic books. Let's take that element. Let's string it together to
Yeah.
make a movie.
Yeah.
I don't understand
I've
where
had-
the formula got lost because phase 1 through
didn't
3
you
they
send me
did
this?
that.
Didn't you send me that video about all these writers? It was in Twitter, I think. Was it like, no, yeah, we never read their material. No, we never read the comics. No, they specifically
The
told
guys
us
from The
about-
Witcher, that's literally why they fired Harry Cavill, because they were tired of him saying reference the source material. Then they got mad at him how do you fire a guy for telling you guys this is how the character is, and then you fire him?
At least Henry Cavill was fighting for the source material. These writers, they're not even look like the actors have
No,
to
but
say. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they fight, because the writers were like, "Hey, we tired of this guy. He's always coming up telling us." No, he's telling you where to get your foundation from, and you guys keep just doing.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: they keep wanting to do typical shit, like guy meets girl fights. In Harry Cable's like, no, guy meets girl, and he goes through somersaults and. They don't want the somersaults. They don't want
Play
the
the
thing.
damn game at least. Come on.
Yeah, they just want can you imagine firing someone because they wanted
No,
to
I think
they
he
wanted
quit.
to keep
I
true.
honestly think they reported that they fired him, but I think he quit. I think they said they fired him because they were trying to save face. I think Henry Cavill looked at this production and he was just like, "This show's gonna flop. There's no chance. Let me vibe."
Because the other thing I wanted to ask, like, even to compare somebody who didn't who went into the job without reading the source material, but went over backwards reading the source material to make sure that it's law accurate. Ian McKellen, when he took up the role of Gandalf, he never read the book as much as he did up until that moment. There are scenes where you see him walking around on set, holding the Lord of the Rings books, reading it, and then going to the writers and saying, "Hey, something about this," and what you've done is
It's like even Hugh Jackman. Speaking of Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, Bryan Singer told them not to read the comics, and he was like, "Hell no, I'm reading the comics." He came prepared.
like, bitch.
Which I don't understand. I don't.
Why would you want
this?
I think he did that so that the actors don't disagree with it. Imagine if James Marsden actually read the comics. It's like, wait, why is this movie about Wolverine? You know what I mean? He's gonna be like, what? I'm the leader.
Imagine if Halle Berry actually read about Storm. That cringy ass line would never have been said.
Why am I this weak? Why am I this weak? Why am I so like? Do you understand? Like Storm in the freaking
here's another
everywhere. Storm was literally walking around with 2-ton balls, dog. Like
No, here's another one. Secret Wars. Kobe Smulders let them kill Maria Hill. If she read the comics, she'd be like, wait a minute. As soon as Sam Jackson quits, I'm the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. Why are you killing me?
exactly when I look, I didn't know that she was gonna be the thing. So when I watched the Secret Wars thing, the invasion, and I was like, why do they like? Now imagine I had that reaction without having read the thing. So then I did what I usually do. I Googled. I'm like, Maria Hill died. Like, what the hell? And I Googled the shit, and then I find out shit, and then I'm like, yo. So
Kobe Smulders, you took yourself out of a 10-year contract because you literally were going to be the next leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. after Secret Invasion. As soon as Nick Fury checks out, you're it. Like, you're the main call and thing, and you just let them kill your character. I would have beefed. I would have been like, no ways.
It's just basically the Shinsui of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
getting back to this,
Yes.
I'm saying like the thing, one thing this thing is
let's
winning
calm the
on.
anger.
I'm saying one thing this thing is winning on is that the guy who's involved with this, they seem to be listening to Ryan Reynolds on how to take the direction of the character. They seem to be listening to fans on, because that Wolverine costume it's a fan thing. Like there would be no reason he'd be wearing it if fans weren't demanding for it. So I'm saying they're doing the things that now this movie could totally suck. I don't know. It's possible.
I'm
It's
apprehensive.
possible.
I'm at a 4.5 out of a 10 in terms of excitement. I'm more excited about the
But I'm saying
ex-
I think it'll still skate by off of the multiverseness and the fact that we get to see Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman on screen.
Yeah. Look, for me, those movies have never really wowed me. I don't want to lie, from the first one. But
Deadpool.
Yeah, but honestly speaking, I do agree with you guys. I think just watching a project where you can see that a lot of hard work was done to really give you the best product for me, that in its own makes me love watching them, even though I don't really enjoy them as much as a lot of people do, if that makes sense. You know,
I get that, but I mean, I thought the first.
I hear you, but because also, even if you criticize, like it's based on something you can understand, and therefore you can see the planned execution or the planned thought, even though maybe it might not have come off across the way they wanted it. You can see the plan, and because you can see the plan, and then it falls short, you give it a little more leeway for it to fall short.
Exactly.
Then them saying, "Now we just go remix." do.
How are you gonna remix something you don't even know about?
And trust me, I'm sure the Wolverine origin references that are gonna be coming just because he's with Hugh Jackman. Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of those. Hey, weren't we together in that other? Oh, never mind.
The reason I enjoyed Deadpool wasn't actually the movie. It was Ryan Reynolds. I enjoyed Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a good movie.
The first one was dope, and the second one was with the girl with luck, man.
Yeah.
The girl who was lucky.
Domino.
Yeah. So
And
then there were some other characters who made me enjoy it. But so it was like the first one, the movie, Ryan Reynolds. The second one, Ryan Reynolds, the movie.
Yeah.
So I know that at worst, the worst, I'm gonna enjoy Ryan Reynolds.
And
Even
Hugh
if the
Jackman.
movie is, and Hugh Jackman, like even if the movie's not good, I'm gonna enjoy. And I think in the second one they had good supporting characters. So even though the movie itself wasn't thing, the supporting characters made it also enjoyable. So I'm not totally down on this one. I think there's hope, and I also think there's hope because they have realized the fupa that they've done. They have not just, oh, we Marvel, we just have to put a movie out and it'll make $1 million, it'll make $1 billion,
Yeah.
They've realized
Let's
hey,
do one of the biggest. Let's do one of the biggest events in the world. I mean, the biggest events in comics, right? Secret Invasion. But we're not gonna have our director read the comics at all. We're not gonna have our writers read the comics at all. No, we're just gonna decide that there's Skrulls everywhere, and they were just all working for Nick Fury because Nick Fury can't be Nick Fury.
90s.
Like, they basically made Nick Fury, instead of a super spy, now he's just a dude that just had a Skrull cheat code, and that's it now.
Like, you're telling me that
and they also
Chitauri
kind of made him
invaded-
weak.
You're telling me that the Chitauri invaded New York and he didn't think to call the Skrulls? He just wanted
The
to
ones
to
with
call,
powers, at least?
he just wanted to call the
The
Avengers.
Avengers.
Come on.
I haven't seen the Secret Invasions, and the more you're explaining it, the more I would have been furious. You see, guys, we only have one heart to break, and I don't like watching heartbreaking things because after that, who's going?
No, at the end, they basically give one of the Skrulls all the powers from previous, like, Avengers and whatever. And it's like, it becomes redundant. At some
The
point,
Super Skrull.
Becomes a super Skrull.
yeah, but I'm saying at some point, it's like, it's a super Skrull, but like, they have the powers of Drax and the Hulk. And it's like, why are you putting two strong guys in one person? That doesn't make
Dear God,
sense.
that's going to be a mess. But anyway, let's not comment.
So that's that's where you see when people don't read what happens. Like, look at Drax. I didn't. That's why I always Mr. Extrodin is my little comic cheat code because I've never read the comics on like nothing. I've never read comics.
Heretic.
Yes, I am.
No, I'm just
So
joking.
no, but so I always like whenever I don't know something, I always go to Mr. Extrodin. Like, Mr. Extrodin, no, who's this? What's going on? And then
Also, you do that too?
Yeah,
It's
because
a-
I'll be like, I'll be like, I think he's the one who told me about Drax. I was like, man, Drax is funny, but why does he think he can kill everyone? And then he told me like, nah, dog, Drax was actually a Thanos killer, like, and I was like, what? And then
Yeah,
I
he's
researched
more
that.
accurate in the first movie. In the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, that was what Drax was. And then they
And
decided
then I researched that, and then I realized this dude was supposed to be basically able to take on Thanos, but in the movies, Black Panther can take
He's
him.
just holding knives.
And he's just this,
Funny, dumb guy.
yeah.
No, I
funny
mean,
dumb
look
guy.
at what they did to Thor. Like, Thor is like he's supposed to be like at least a universal threat at some point, and now that he's just jokes all the time.
Is that the
Look,
parody
my
of-
ex-girlfriend.
No, that's just because Ragnarok did so well, they let that director have too much freedom. That's just
Then
what
he made
happened.
a mess.
No, but
It's
like
crazy
also
how-
for Thor fans,
it's
it was
crazy how-
heartbreaking to watch Ragnarok and see it be turned into a joke. Like the
True.
only guy who took it seriously
Mm.
was Heimdall, and he gets taken out the movie in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Mm.
like it's funny how now Loki seems to be more popular than Thor now.
I
Well,
wonder
because
why.
they're trying to
Because
take him seriously.
Yeah, because also the thing is Loki is Loki. I think he's more Loki than Thor is Thor.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so he's more the character. I mean,
I don't know.
he's still lacking.
mischievous.
He's still lacking the mischief.
Yes,
However,
but I get what you're saying.
okay, let me rephrase it. The character they've made him is is cool. Like you can feel it, you can understand it, you can roll with it.
He's a likable character, but to say
However,
it's not.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, let me rephrase it. I think I went too far. Like the Loki they've created, they've stayed more or less in his Loki wheelhouse. They haven't drastically changed him. When Thor came, Thor was this dude who wanted to fight, but he didn't really have compassion and thought. And then in the first one, he gets compassion and thought. And then in the second one, you don't really know what's happening. And then the third one,
I'll tell you, in the second one, right? Like Hemsworth's performance is great in that movie. I think it's underrated because people don't like that movie, and the movie lacks focus. But if you look at it, he's a totally different person from that first movie. Yeah. He's the one that's like, okay, let's talk about negotiation of surrender. Let's try and avoid war. Let's not try and get this done and this done. Dad, don't do it like this. Jane's a human, but she's worth this value, etc., etc. She's doing great. Like, he evolves as the character to the character that's in the comic book pages if you study his performance. It's just that the movie was all over the place. And if you look at the interaction between him and Loki when they're trying to save Jane, and he was like, what's this? Satisfaction is not in my nature. And it's like, surrender is not in mine. That is like, oh, that's comic book Thor. I know that.
It was also after the Avengers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was a bit more growth in his role. I mean, he started respecting his father's role as King of Asgard, and also was questioning whether he should really take over the role or if he should just go to Earth and be with Jane and all of those things. So it was quite.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, he had more thought, and then even in Ragnarok, he had thought, but it was always cut short by a little comic one-liner.
So the fact that they just gloss over Odin dying, like Odin was just like, Asgard is a people. I'm out. And it's like, oh, bro, where you going?
Exactly.
I think there
was no lingering. There was no lingering. Like, Thor didn't get a chance to be sad. Like, he's literally sad. Like, my father died, but hey, let's go save Asgard. Like, there's no.
That's the problem of doing these really touchy moments in a 94-minute movie or something. You don't have time.
I don't think
no. I'm sorry. Like, you want to tell me you couldn't spare 30 seconds just to?
Oh hell no! I mean, look,
just for Thor to be sad, like 30 seconds. I'm not asking for.
They wasted a whole. I mean, they had a whole sequence where it's like we're doing call for help or whatever. And all of that stuff. So they spent a lot of time on that. You can't tell me they couldn't cut that down to
even scenes with Kate Blanchett and Carl Urban. Those scenes felt way too long. My mom was like, I don't want to know what your mom was doing, Carl Urban. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, guys, this is
anyway. We've spiraled.
And then
back to Deadpool.
Let's finish the spiral. And then in 4, they just didn't care.
Yeah.
Now the spiral is finished.
Okay, my thoughts about this trailer. My thoughts is okay. That's what I was going through my head.
Well, you got a couple chuckles out of it.
Yeah, I laughed at the obvious joke, the deadpan scooter. I'm not new to pegging.
The Disney pegging.
I'm like, oh yeah, of course it is, because then he literally fourth wall break. Because in the first movie he was literally being pegged. So.
The trailer doesn't really say much about anything.
Yeah.
We don't know, which is refreshing for me because I'm tired of watching a trailer and knowing the movie.
And it felt like you watched the whole thing.
I felt like I'm tired. I actually
It's also a Deadpool movie. There is no way we're going to figure out the plot in any of these things. We all know things are going to go ridiculous at some point. Things are going to take a fresh angle. It's just going to hit the fan at some point in time. And then the way the problem gets solved is also going to be in the most dumbest way imaginable. Those are my predictions.
People are basically predicting that there's gonna be another version of Deadpool that's killing everybody from the 20th Century Fox universe, because 20th Century Fox was bought by Disney, so all the 20th Century Fox characters, like the original X-Men, like all those people, like the Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire and whatever, Elektra, because it seems like Elektra's gonna come back. So that's
Dear
the whole
God.
point. So that's why Wolverine is basically coming after him. It's like, you need to help me kill
You.
you.
Guys, let's leave Elektra. Like Daredevil did a brilliant job on Elektra. Let's leave it at that.
Girl, she's dead already. Leave it be.
Yeah, but
Is
you know,
that
power equals ticket sales.
anyway? So that's
Okay, my thoughts on it is it looks decent. It didn't give away the whole movie in the trailer, which was a refreshing twist. I'm interested enough to go watch it. I'm still apprehensive because it is still Marvel and we don't know what they're doing these
I think
days. However, my apprehension isn't Spider-Man feeling a bus coming behind him.
Spider Sense.
Yeah, my
so I want like if we are going to I only watch it if you're going to review that movie honestly, because I'm also suffering from Disney burnout. I'm
My thing is,
confession. There's so many. I think I haven't watched The Guardians. I haven't watched Doctor Strange. I haven't watched Moon Knight.
I haven't watched anything. I haven't watched anything since they killed T'Challa. I've just checked out.
full disclosure.
Guardians is good. Guardians is really good.
Is it?
I'm saying, like, for me, I'm at the point where I'm like, if T'Challa's not there, I don't care how good the movie is. Like, people are saying, yo, the Marvels is great. And I'm just like, bro, you took away my favorite character. Why am I going to care about your universe at all? And you took him away in a way that does not make sense. And now you refuse to recast, even though we're dealing with multiverse shenanigans right now. Apparently, there's 2 Wolverines in this movie. But when I say recast T'Challa, now I hate women. Now I hate my mother. Now I must get cancer. Anyway.
Guys,
wait, you hate women because you want to recast T'Challa?
Yes.
According to Twitter.
Apparently, because you don't want Shuri to become Black Panther.
No, we have no problem with that. But the thing is, we also need T'Challa to get with Storm so that we can have his child. Come on now.
Oh, never mind the fact. It's the same reason why you expect me to watch this new Superman movie once you got rid of Henry Cavill. I wonder what would incentivize me to care about anything to do with DC.
Guys, please let's do the other trailer.
DC doesn't care. DC doesn't care.
Let's move on.
Are we going into the next trailer there? Anyway, my final thoughts on this.
Okay.
Oh, okay. My final thoughts on this, I think it's going to be either like it'll be a fun mess or it'll actually be a good movie that's like, you know, memorable. I think it's going to be a hit either way just because it's going so far from what Disney usually does anyway. And because it's an R-rated Marvel movie, people are going to be like, ooh, it's time to see an R-rated Marvel movie in the MCU type of thing. So I think it's going to... I think we have to know if it has legs or not. I think that's going to be the real test. I think it's going to have a crazy opening weekend, and then we'll have to find out if it has legs afterwards, if it's good.
And it seems like Ryan Reynolds basically wants to redeem both characters because of that horrible Wolverine Origins movie.
Yes.
Basically.
And I also think, guys, as much as you're excited about Hugh Jackman, it's not going to be the performance you'll want. Because
Hugh Jackman always brings it. The problem is never Hugh Jackman. The problem is usually the story, not him.
I'm sensing that man is tired of that particular role. I have a feeling. I hope I'm mistaken.
No, I think, but like the thing is, he can phone it in, and people will still be like I'll still be like, oh, it's Wolverine because he's been so good for so long.
Yeah.
Like I'll just like if he sucks, well,
he carried the whole X-Men franchise.
Yeah,
I mean,
like if he's disinterested, rather, let me say, if he's disinterested, I can just sub one of his other performances into that performance, and
I mean, there's other movies where I feel like Robert Downey was not bringing his A game in some of the movies. I'm like, but
some of the movies,
not all. Come on, Tebello, not all. Some, no. But
I think he phoned it in for Spider-Man. He phoned it in for Spider-Man, but I think most of his performances were hella strong throughout the MCU.
Yeah, but for Spider-Man, he didn't really have to do much, so that's also.
But anyway,
okay.
To the third
next trailer.
reaction.